We all heard that a friend is someone who will accept you for who you are. Do we really need a friend who accepts our mistakes, or someone who will correct our mistakes? Allow us to tell you a story about two friends, namely Pedro and Juan. One of them taught the other a lesson to treasure. A different kind of friendship in this story will touch and surprise you. Pedro is a hardworking and caring person. He graduated in electronic and communications engineering at a prestigious college in Manila. Pedro is 38 years old and lives alone in his house.
Work and sacrifices will only make my anticipated success sweeter.
Juan is a happy-go-lucky person. After senior high school, he attends parties almost every night, as if tomorrow is not important. Juan did not go into college. Juan, at 39 years old, has achieved very little.
Where can I get a beer?
One evening, Pedro accidentally meets his high school friend in the busy streets of Makati City.
Hey Juan, how are you?
Hey Pedro, I have been better. How are you too?
I am good. It has been a long time since we last met. Allow me to buy you dinner so we can catch up.
Great. Your treat?
Sure, no problem, Juan. Anything for you, my dear friend.
After several hours of bonding, Pedro notices something.
What is bothering you, Juan?
I will be evicted from my apartment this month. I have been missing my payment. I have no place to go.
Why don't you stay in my house? I live alone and I have an extra bedroom. You'll be comfortable there.
Are you serious?
Hey, that is what friends are for. I tell you what, you stay in my place, I will help you get back on your feet. When that happens, you will buy me dinner at a very expensive restaurant. Deal?
Deal.
The following day, Juan transfers to Pedro's house. Juan is happy because he does not need to worry about paying rent anymore. Pedro is happy because he is not alone anymore. However, as days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months, Pedro notices something. Juan appears to be indolent. Juan is always busy playing computer.
Juan, any luck with your job hunting?
Not yet, Pedro. However, I am doing my best to find a job.
After several days, Juan surprises Pedro with the good news.
Pedro, I found a new job.
Hey, that is great. Tell me more about it.
It is not so fancy, but it is a job.
Congratulations. Where are you going to work?
I will be working as a dishwasher in a restaurant. I will begin tomorrow morning.
I am happy for you.
The following morning, Pedro proceeds to his office full of excitement. His friend has finally landed a job. Juan will be back on his feet. When he arrives home, however, he is devastated on what he heard from Juan.
I quit the job. Dishwashing is not for me.
Can't you stay there a little longer until you can find a new job?
I already made up my mind. I spoke with my manager already. My manager did not appreciate the reason why I left. I cannot return there anymore. I think I already know how to be more efficient when applying for a job. I will look for another job beginning tomorrow.
The next morning, Pedro proceeds to his office. On his way to work, he prays.
Dear Lord, I hope Juan will find a job very soon.
However, when he arrives from work, he is disappointed to see Juan drunk, together with his friend, Diego, all drunk as well. The house is a mess. And so he raises his voice.
Diego, please get out of my house.
Diego quickly rushes out of the house. Then, Pedro turns to Juan.
Juan, what happened here? I expected you to keep the house clean and in order. What you did was the opposite.
We only had fun, Pedro. Do not be a killjoy.
I need you to clean the house now. Bring back everything in proper places.
I am too drunk to do anything. Can I do it tomorrow?
Alright, I expect everything to be in order when I get back from work tomorrow.
The following day, Pedro prepares himself for work. Pedro remains disappointed in Juan, but he has plans for him.
Juan, I'm going to work now. I'm expecting you to clean the house today. I will appreciate to see the house clean.
Sure. I will clean the house.
When Pedro arrives in his office, Pedro spoke with his close friend, Ligaya. Ligaya is the head of Human Resource Department. Ligaya is in charge of hiring people.
Ligaya, do you think you can help my friend land a job in our company?
There is an opening for a janitor. Will that be fine with your friend?
How soon can he begin?
He can begin this coming Monday. But I need to see him first. When can you send him here?
Ligaya, are you free tomorrow 9 a.m.?
I will see him tomorrow at 2 p.m., Pedro.
Pedro is excited to bring the news to Juan. He is certain this work will fit Juan. And when he arrives home,
Juan, I found a job for you in our company. You may begin this Monday, but you need to be there at 2 p.m. Can you make it?
Yes, I will be there on or before 2 o'clock p.m.
Will there be any reason why you'll not be able to be in our office tomorrow at 2 p.m.?
No reason at all. Do not worry, I will be there.
the following day, Pedro is excited because Juan will finally land a job. He visits Ligaya to make sure Ligaya will be able to accommodate Juan.
Ligaya, Juan will be here at 2 p.m.
Okay, Pedro. I will take care of him.
As the clock approaches 2 p.m., Pedro is starting to be anxious.
Where is Juan?
Pedro calls Juan, but Juan's phone is unreachable.
I wonder where Juan is. I hope he's fine.
2 p.m. passes, 2:30 p.m., 3 p.m.
Ligaya, I do not know where Juan is. Something might have happened. His phone is unreachable.
Do not worry. I will just give the position to someone else.
It is already 5 p.m. and Pedro has not communicated with Juan yet. Pedro is worried about Juan. So he rushes home to find out how Juan is doing. And when Pedro arrives home, Juan, together with his friends, is drinking alcohol again. Once again, Pedro raises his voice.
Diego, out of my house! Juan, I need to talk to you right now.
And so Juan's friends dash away from the house.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm extremely disappointed in you. You were supposed to be in our office at 2 p.m. today. Instead, you decided to drink with Diego. I'm afraid I will have to ask you to leave my house tomorrow.
Pedro, you know I have no place to go.
I know who won, but my decision stays.
Some friend you are. You know what? Since you want me out already, why do we need to wait for tomorrow when I can leave right now?
Juan packs his things and leaves. With no place to go, Juan sleeps in the streets of Manila. It is uncomfortable for him and there is nothing he can do. He tells himself,
I will find a job, and Pedro will be sorry for evicting me.
And so, Juan looks for a job. He applies from one place to another. Nobody wants to hire him because he has no work experience. Until finally, he found a small restaurant that accepts people like him as a cleaner. He begins to work. He is always exhausted for working all day. But he is determined to make it, so he keeps working. Because of his hard work, he became the restaurant manager after 2 years. Juan is now living a good life. Then he remembers Pedro, his friend who evicted him. He was so angry at Pedro in the beginning, but now he realizes Pedro was just helping him. Pedro was only giving him a bitter pill to swallow. And so, he decides to visit his old friend to say thank you for what he did. When he arrives at Pedro's house, he was so excited to see him. But he was devastated to know that Pedro died due to lung cancer a few months ago. Pedro even left Juan on his will his house, his car, and his money. There is a note for Juan. He reads,
My friend, I hope someday you will understand why I evicted you. I was already dying when I evicted you. I have no one else to leave my will but you. So I had to be certain you will know what to do with my gift to you. My money, my house, and my car.
Sometimes, we find it very hard to understand people when they try to teach us lessons, hard lessons. Maybe they are just giving us a bitter pill to swallow. Maybe they are just teaching us to be better people.
Idiomatic expression of the story. Bitter pill to swallow. It is an unpleasant situation commonly needed to undergo for a better situation ahead. Let us use the word in a sentence. I had to prohibit my son from playing computer during weekdays. That is his bitter pill to swallow so his grades will be better.